Hey there, I'm Lydia, and in this video I'm going to talk about being 23 weeks pregnant and share my symptoms at this point in the pregnancy, any new things that have been going on in the past week, and some things that I've forgotten to talk about in my updates because preggo brain, which is very real. I hope that you're enjoying these updates. Thanks for following along with me. My daughter Adeline is here with me, so she might make a cameo in the video as well. But I've been keeping notes on my phone so I'll remember what I want to talk about. But this week I'm 23 weeks pregnant. I am in the second half of the second trimester, and it seems to be going a little faster now that I'm past the halfway point. Here are some symptoms that I've been dealing with at this point in the pregnancy in the past week or so. I've been experiencing some heartburn, and sometimes that's after I've eaten a big meal or as I'm digesting. Maybe I lay down too soon and it gives me some heartburn. Usually that goes away if I, breathe deep or walk around or drink some water. So that's how I deal with it, and it hasn't been a big problem, just something that I've noticed because when I'm not pregnant I usually don't have much heartburn. But that has happened several times recently. I'm also super hungry, ravenous. I've got a big appetite now that I'm at the point in my pregnancy where I'm going to be packing on the pounds and baby's growth is going to rapidly increase. My appetite is increasing, and so I will snack throughout the day and have several big meals, and some things sound really good to me and then other things don't. One food that I'm avoiding is red meat. It just doesn't sound good to me. I'm still eating some of it, but I just don't want it. So I have been opting more for chicken or lighter meats or protein in other ways. I have been cooking scrambled eggs in the morning, and that's a great source of protein without going to red meat. So I haven't been wanting that as much. I have been craving sweets and wanting candy and sugary things more than normal. I love chocolate anyway, so I'll treat myself to some chocolate sometimes or some candy, but I'm just trying not to overdo it. My prenatal gummy vitamins are actually really sweet, and so I just kind of treat that as my candy for the day when I take my vitamins every day. I am experiencing some swelling in my feet now if I stand for a long time, so I have to put my feet up, but that helps and it seems to go away. So it's not anything that's been stopping me from doing my normal stuff, just something that I've noticed. Hot showers seem to help with the muscle pain and stiffness of everything growing and stretching. Like I mentioned, preggo brain, I have forgotten some things or just completely blanked on what a word is that normally I wouldn't have a problem with. I'll be like, you know that thing, what's it called? Yeah, so preggo brain is real. I had preggo brain the first time, and I think it just turns into mom brain, and it just gets worse, unfortunately. I've been having some Braxton Hicks contractions in the last few weeks. I've mentioned that in my updates, so that's kind of consistent, but nothing to be worried about. I have been nauseous sometimes. I was driving the other day and was feeling kind of nauseous, so I had to roll down the window and get some fresh air, drink some water. That usually helps. It's amazing what can happen just because you're dehydrated, and it's easy to get dehydrated when you're pregnant because you are using so much of what you're consuming to help the baby grow. So I've been trying to drink enough water because that seems to help overall. I've had some acne and face breakouts. I'll even give you a close-up here. There's some acne on my face, and usually my skin is fairly clear. I might have one or two pimples here and there, but I have noticed more acne in the last week or so. So that's interesting. I've had pregnancy insomnia where I'll just be wide awake in the middle of the night, or I'll wake up really early in the morning, like 4 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock, and just not go back to sleep. Sometimes I'll check my phone and just like lay down and rest for a while. Other times I will get up and do some work quietly on the computer, working on video editing or song lists or to-do lists, or try to do some cleaning around the house that's not going to wake everybody else up. But the insomnia has been interesting. My 18-month-old was up a lot last night, and so I didn't get much sleep either. And she's dealing with a cold or cold symptoms anyway. And so I've been helping her, but that's hard on a mama who needs some rest. I've been nesting and preparing for baby brother. And one thing that we're doing is just majorly decluttering our home. We've had a yard sale where we went through a lot of things, and we sold a few things at the sale, but I think just getting them together and being willing to get rid of them really helped like have that separation of we're done with this stuff, we don't need it. So after the yard sale, we donated a whole bunch of stuff to Goodwill. And then this week, I took a big trash bag full of clothes from going through my closet and several boxes of things that had been in storage. I finally went through those and just decided I haven't been using these. I don't need them in my life anymore. I want this space. So I've been really excited to declutter and get rid of things. It feels really good to let things go and just keep what we need. And it's amazing to me how much stuff we still have, even though we've been going through this process for the last few weeks, at least a month, probably longer, where we've been sorting. And I'll sort a box at a time or a room at a time, or go through something again and see what I can donate. I've been selling a lot of stuff on Facebook Marketplace and the Let Go app and on eBay. So I've been listing some things, and then if they don't sell after a while, then I'll just donate them or give them to a friend or someone who's able to use them, just to get it out of my life, even things that are still usable. Hi, Addie. Hello. Whoa. Whoa. This little girl's had a runny nose today and has been... Aw, hi. She's snuggly right now. She's been sneezing and just hasn't been feeling good. So I'm hoping that if we take it easy today, she'll be feeling better tomorrow. I did mention in my update about our 20-week ultrasound. Hi, you're in the video with me. Yeah. I did mention in my 20-week ultrasound video that baby was breech at the appointment. I'm not too worried about that because he's been flipping around a lot and just rolling and in all kinds of positions. He kicks a lot, and so it's not really a problem if he's in a breech position until the end of the pregnancy when you're getting ready to deliver. A lot of babies will turn at the end, and some babies even turn in labor. But because of that, I did ask my midwife about it, and she just recommended waiting till full term to check on it. And if he's still not in a good position, there are some natural things you can do. Try to get in different positions, or put like a frozen pack of peas on the top of your belly, and then it is supposed to help them want to go into a different position, so it'll make them move and turn and be head down. So I've heard some things like that that you can do to help turn the baby if it becomes a problem later on at the end of the pregnancy. I also asked my chiropractor if he had any experience in like turning babies, like physically like moving them in the belly, and he said with the regular adjustments that I'm having, that will really help to prepare my body and help my pelvis open up and be ready for the baby to drop. And so he was saying a lot of that is really going to help from now until time to give birth. And so we probably won't have to turn the baby. He'll probably just turn on his own when he's ready. But I was just interested in it this time because last time, every time they checked, baby was head down, and this time it just came up. So I wanted to know what my options were and what they thought about it, what the natural options are for that. And so I'm feeling pretty good about it. But I did want to give you an update since I mentioned it before. And here's an update on baby. How is baby at 23 weeks? This week, he's a bit over a foot tall already. He's the size of a bunch of grapes and weighs almost 20 ounces or 1¼ pounds. So he's over a pound and about a foot tall now. You want to go outside? She loves going to play outside, so we'll do that next. I did want to mention that viability increases a lot this week. So after 23 weeks, at about 24 weeks, viability increases a lot. So if baby were to come at any point, they would be a preemie at this point, but they would be able to survive outside the womb. And I think it's just amazing that babies are so resilient. And I have no expectations of this baby coming early. I was 2 weeks late with the last one, so even if he comes around his due date, it will seem early. But I just think it's so neat to research about how the baby's growing and just know what's going on with him. I think we're gonna go play outside now, but thanks so much for watching this. Please give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this pregnancy update. Leave a comment and let me know any questions that you have for me, and I will be posting regular updates leading up to baby number 2. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.